The Silent Watchers. Commander Sarah Chen stood at the quantum observation deck of Twilight Station, her eyes fixed on the holographic display showing deep space telemetry. Most of humanity believed their most advanced space facility was the International Space Station Mark IV, still running on conventional propulsion and solar power. They couldn't know about Twilight Station, hidden in the dark side of the moon, or its network of quantum sensors stretching to the edge of the solar system. "Commander, we've detected anomalous readings in Sector 7, Lieutenant Puddle reported, his fingers dancing across the quantum interface. "The signature matches none of our established parameters." Sarah's spine straightened. After 15 years of watching the stars, they'd finally caught something. "Show me." The holographic display zoomed in on a distant sector of space, revealing distortions that shouldn't exist according to publicly known physics. Streams of data scrolled past, confirming her suspicions. "Analysis. Multiple objects, massive in scale," Paddle responded. "They're using some form of faster-than-light travel we haven't encountered before. Based on their trajectory, they're heading directly for Earth." Sarah activated her neural link, a technology officially decades away from development. "General Santos, this is Commander Chen. Protocol Midnight is in effect. I repeat, Protocol Midnight is in effect." Deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, in a facility unknown to 99.9% of humanity, General Maria Santos received the transmission. She'd hoped this day wouldn't come during her lifetime, but humanity had prepared nonetheless. "Understood, Commander. Initiating Global Defense Network activation. How long do we have?" "At their current velocity, 3 months," Sarah replied, watching as more data poured in. "They're not trying to hide their approach. Either they don't know we can detect them, or they don't think we're advanced enough to matter." Santos finished. "Maintain observation. I'm convening the World Defense Council." Within hours, hidden quantum communication networks carried the news to secret facilities around the globe. In underground bases, orbital stations, and submarine facilities, humanity's true military might begin stirring to life. Dr. Marcus Rivera, head of the Quantum Defense Initiative, received the alert while supervising the final tests of the planetary shield matrix. His team had spent decades perfecting technology that, according to public knowledge, shouldn't be possible for centuries. "Begin final diagnostics," he ordered, his voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "I want the shield network ready for full deployment within 48 hours. Around the world, similar scenes played out. In the Sahara Desert, massive underground hangars housing humanity's real space fleet powered up. Beneath the Antarctic ice, quantum computers far beyond any publicly known technology processed combat scenarios. On Mars, automated defense platforms shed their camouflage, revealing weapons that could tear apart space itself." Sarah watched the preparation reports flood in, feeling a mix of pride and apprehension. Humanity had hidden its true capabilities for generations, developing in secret while presenting a carefully crafted image of a young, developing civilization to the cosmos. Now that deception might be put to the ultimate test. "Commander," Patel called out, his voice tense, "we're picking up communications from the approaching fleet. They're broadcasting in over 1,000 different languages." "Let me hear it," Sarah ordered. The message played through the quantum audio system. "To the primitive species of Sol 3, designated Earth. We are the Galactic Concordat. Your world has been selected for integration into our empire. Resistance is unnecessary and would only result in needless destruction. Prepare for our arrival and subsequent evaluation of your civilization's potential utility." Sarah allowed herself a small smile. "Send no response. Let them think their transmission went unnoticed." She opened a channel to General Santos. "General, you should hear this." After playing the message, Santos was quiet for a moment. "They expect to find a helpless pre-FTL civilization. Instead, they're going to discover humanity at its full strength. Initiate Phase 1 of the Revelation Protocol. Let's show them exactly what they're dealing with." As the alien fleet approached, Humanity's greatest performance was about to reach its final. The cosmos would soon learn that appearances could be deceiving, and Earth's children had mastered that lesson better than anyone. Beneath the facade, Dr. Marcus Rivera stood in the heart of Quantum Complex Zero, Earth's most advanced research facility, hidden 2 miles beneath the Rocky Mountains. Holographic displays surrounded him, showing real-time data from the approaching Concordat fleet. Each screen revealed capabilities that would shatter the aliens' understanding of humanity's technological progress. "Final systems check complete," announced Dr. Maya Wong, his chief quantum engineer. "The planetary defense grid is operating at optimal efficiency. Even their most advanced scanners will only detect our public infrastructure." Marcus nodded, watching as another simulation ran its course. The complex's quantum computers, far beyond anything the Concordat could imagine, processed trillions of combat scenarios per second. And the phase shift technology. "Ready," Maya confirmed, gesturing to a seemingly empty chamber. With a thought through her neural interface, the air shimmered, revealing row upon row of advanced weapon systems. "We can transition our entire defense network from stealth to combat mode in 2.3 seconds. The facility hummed with barely contained power as Marcus reviewed the latest intelligence from Twilight Station. The Concordat fleet had crossed Jupiter's orbit, their sensors probing Earth's system with increasing intensity. They were about to learn the true meaning of technological superiority. "Dr. Rivera." A quantum-encrypted communication cut through his thoughts. "General Santos requests your presence in the war room." The war room, situated at the heart of the complex, was a marvel of human engineering. As Marcus entered, he found himself surrounded by the world's most secretive military and scientific leaders, all gathered around a massive holographic projection of the solar system. General Santos stood at the center, her presence commanding attention. "Ladies and gentlemen, the Concordat fleet will reach lunar orbit in 72 hours. Dr. Rivera, walk us through humanity's true defensive capabilities." Marcus stepped forward, activating his neural interface. The holographic display shifted, revealing layers of hidden human technology throughout the solar system. "For the past 50 years, we've maintained a facade of primitive space technology, while developing capabilities that exceed even the Concordat's theoretical limits." He highlighted various points across the solar system. "Our quantum shield network can redirect energy weapons through pocket dimensions. The Mars defense platforms house singularity cannons capable of erasing entire fleets from existence. And our stealth technology." He smiled. "Well, they still haven't detected the 12,000 satellites we have in orbit around their own homeworld." Admiral Chen, recently promoted from her commander position, leaned forward. "What about our fleet?" Marcus gestured, and the hologram shifted again, showing vast hidden shipyards throughout the asteroid belt. 3,000 ships of the line, each equipped with technology centuries beyond what the Concordat believes possible. They think they're approaching a civilization that just achieved basic spaceflight. Instead, they're walking into the domain of humanity at its peak. The Quantum Entanglement Network is reporting increased scanning activity. Maya interrupted, her neural interface streaming live data. "They're trying to probe deeper into our system's defenses." General Santos straightened. "Let them look. They'll see exactly what we want them to see. A young species taking its first steps into space. Dr. Rivera, begin power-up sequences for all defense systems, but maintain stealth protocols." Admiral Chen, prepare the fleet for emergency quantum transition. As the meeting concluded, Marcus remained behind, studying the holographic display. Humanity had spent generations preparing for this moment, developing technologies that defied conventional physics while maintaining a careful mask of primitive development. In his private lab, Marcus accessed the quantum mainframe, reviewing the latest simulations. The Concordat's technology, while impressive, relied on brute force approaches to faster-than-light travel and energy manipulation. Humanity had taken a different path, embracing quantum mechanics on a scale that made traditional physics obsolete. "Dr. Rivera, Maya's voice carried a note of excitement. The prototype is ready. In a secured chamber, Marcus stood before humanity's greatest achievement, the quantum core. A device that could rewrite the laws of physics within a localized space. The Concordat wouldn't just be surprised by humanity's level of advancement. They would be forced to reconceptualize their entire understanding of what was possible. Begin final initialization sequence, he ordered. When the Concordat arrives, they'll learn that humanity hasn't been struggling to catch up to galactic civilization. We've been waiting to show them what true advancement looks like. As the quantum core hummed to life, its energy signature carefully masked by layers of stealth technology, Marcus couldn't help but smile. The greatest deception in human history was about to end, and the galaxy would never be the same. The deception falls. Ambassador Diana Walsh stood before the United Nations General Assembly, though today's meeting was anything but ordinary. The Concordat's diplomatic vessel hung in low Earth orbit, visible through the chamber's transparent quantum-reinforced dome, a feature that hadn't existed 24 hours ago. They're beginning their descent. Admiral Chen's voice whispered through Diana's neural link. Maintaining our primitive technology facade. Until your signal. Diana straightened her ceremonial robes, specially designed to conceal more advanced technology than most civilizations possessed in their entire arsenal. The assembled world leaders, each aware of humanity's true capabilities, maintained perfect composure as the Concordat delegation entered the chamber. High Ambassador Excelthor led the alien delegation, his crystalline form casting prismatic light across the chamber. His translator device hummed as he approached the podium, no doubt scanning what he believed to be primitive Earth technology. People of Earth, Zelthor began, his translated voice echoing through the chamber. The Galactic Concordat welcomes you to a new era of civilization. Your species has shown remarkable progress, achieving basic spaceflight despite your technological limitations. Under our guidance. Thank you, High Ambassador. Diana interrupted smoothly, speaking perfect Concordat standard without any translation device. The alien delegation froze, their secondary sensory organs flickering in confusion. But I believe there's been a misunderstanding about Earth's position in galactic affairs. She activated her neural interface, and the chamber transformed. The seemingly primitive UN building revealed its true nature as one of Earth's most advanced command centers. Holographic displays materialized, showing the positions of every Concordat ship, installation, and spy satellite throughout human space, including those they thought were completely hidden. How? Zelthor's translator struggled to convey his shock. This technology is far beyond what you expected. Diana smiled diplomatically. High Ambassador, the Concordat has operated under a fundamental misconception. You believed you were observing a developing civilization, carefully monitoring our progress toward the stars. The truth is, we've been monitoring you. With another neural command, she revealed more. Quantum networks spanning the galaxy, stealth ships shadowing Concordat fleets, and surveillance systems that had documented every Concordat Council meeting for the past 30 years. Impossible. One of Zelthor's advisors burst out. Your species still uses chemical rockets. We've seen your primitive satellites. Ah, yes, our public space program. Diana gestured, and a new hologram appeared, showing the vast network of advanced human technology hidden throughout the solar system. A carefully maintained facade. While you watched our chemical rockets, our quantum ships were mapping the galaxy. While you monitored our radio signals, our quantum entanglement network was intercepting your most secure communications. The chamber filled with more displays, each revealing another layer of human advancement. Antimatter production facilities inside Mercury's core, dimensional research stations in Venus's atmosphere, and shipyards scattered throughout the Kuiper Belt. This is a violation of all Concordat protocols. Zelthor's diplomatic composure finally cracked. You were required to develop naturally, under our supervision. Required. Diana's voice carried polite amusement. High Ambassador, humanity has never been bound by Concordat protocols. We detected your first probes entering our system over 50 years ago. We chose then to develop on our own terms, hidden from external influence or interference. She stepped closer to the alien delegation, her voice firm but diplomatic. Earth isn't seeking admission to the Concordat, High Ambassador. We're announcing our presence as an equal power, one that has already surpassed many of your civilization's theoretical limitations. Through her neural link, Diana received confirmation that human fleets across the galaxy were shedding their stealth fields, revealing their true presence to stunned Concordat observers. Quantum shields around Earth flickered into visibility, displaying defense systems that made the Concordat's most advanced weapons look primitive by comparison. The question now, Diana continued, is how the Concordat wishes to proceed. We're prepared to establish diplomatic relations as equals, sharing advancements that could benefit both our civilizations. Or, she let the alternative hang unspoken in the air. Zelthor's crystalline form shifted colors rapidly, a sign of intense internal debate. Around Earth, hundreds of hidden defense platforms remained locked on the Concordat fleet, ready to demonstrate humanity's military capabilities if diplomacy failed. Perhaps, the High Ambassador finally spoke, his translator struggling to maintain composure. We should begin our discussions again, with a more accurate understanding of our relative positions. Diana smiled warmly. A wise decision, High Ambassador. After all, humanity has spent generations preparing for this moment. Shall we begin? As the diplomatic proceedings commenced in earnest, Diana couldn't help but feel pride in humanity's achievement. They had maintained the greatest deception in human history, advancing beyond their would-be overseers while appearing to be nothing more than a young, struggling civilization. Now, as the facade fell away, the galaxy would have to come to terms with humanity's true power. Titans unleashed. Fleet Admiral James Rodriguez watched from the bridge of the EFSS Prometheus as the Drachnid Armada emerged from hyperspace. The alien fleet, representing the militant faction of the Concordat that refused to accept humanity's revelation, had brought nearly 2,000 warships, the largest fleet assembled in the last century. They're broadcasting their demands. Admiral, reported Captain Sarah Foster, her neural interface streaming tactical data directly to her consciousness. Immediate human surrender and submission to Concordat authority, or they'll reduce Earth to atoms. James allowed himself a small smile. How kind of them to gather all their forces in one place. Status of the quantum web. Fully operational, sir. Dr. Rivera's teams have the entire sector contained within the quantum bubble. They won't be running anywhere. The Drachnid fleet arranged itself in an attack formation, their energy weapons charging. Their sensors would be showing them exactly what humanity wanted them to see. Earth protected only by its primitive defensive systems and a small fleet of apparent chemical dry ships. Send our response, James ordered. Keep it simple. Through the quantum communications network, a single message reached the Drachnid command ship. Look up. Above the alien fleet, space itself seemed to tear open. The Prometheus's quantum sensors captured the moment of dawning comprehension as the Drachnids realized they weren't the hunters, they were the prey. Hidden in dimensional pocket space, humanity's true combat fleet had been waiting. Signal the Aegis platforms, James commanded. Around the solar system, massive defense installations that had remained invisible for decades revealed themselves. Each one housed enough firepower to annihilate a small moon. The Drachnid fleet's initial confidence wavered as their sensors detected the true scale of human military power surrounding them. Their energy readings spiked as they desperately tried to power up their weapons and shields. They're attempting to retreat, Foster reported. Quantum web is holding them in normal space. They're completely contained. James opened a channel to all ships, his voice carrying to every vessel in both fleets. This is Fleet Admiral Rodriguez of the Earth Defense Force. You were warned about the consequences of hostile action against humanity. Now, you'll understand why. He nodded to Foster. Release the Titans. From within the quantum pocket dimension, humanity's most powerful warships emerged. Each Titan-class vessel was a masterpiece of human engineering, powered by contained singularities, and armed with weapons that could rewrite the laws of physics within their area of effect. "Sir, the Drachnids are launching fighters," Foster announced. "Nearly 10,000 small craft incoming." "Activate the probability field," James ordered calmly. "Show them what human defense technology can really do." The space between the fleets shimmered as quantum probability fields activated. 9,000 Drachnid fighters simply ceased to exist. Their quantum states collapsed to zero probability. The remaining 1,000 found themselves scattered across the sector, their pilots experiencing temporal displacement effects that would leave them confused for weeks. "Main fleet is powering up their primary weapons," Foster reported. "They're targeting Earth directly. Deploy the mirror protocol." As the Drachnid fleet fired their most powerful weapons, reality seemed to hiccup. Their energy beams struck quantum mirrors, perfectly reflected copies of space-time that sent their own attacks back at them. Dozens of Drachnid ships vanished in explosions of their own making. "They're broadcasting again," Foster said, a note of satisfaction in her voice. "They're requesting terms of surrender." James studied the tactical display, watching as the once mighty Drachnid fleet found itself completely outmaneuvered by technology they couldn't even comprehend. "Inform them that humanity accepts their surrender. All ships are to power down immediately and prepare for boarding. Any vessel that fails to comply will be transported into the heart of the nearest star." The quantum sensors showed the Drachnid ships powering down one by one, their crews finally understanding the true magnitude of their error. Humanity hadn't just surpassed them technologically, they had redefined what was possible. "Send word to Earth Command," James ordered. "The Drachnid threat has been neutralized. Minimal casualties on either side." He paused, considering. Add a personal note. Perhaps now the remaining Concordat factions will understand that humanity's peaceful overtures weren't made out of weakness, but choice. As human boarding teams prepared to secure the surrendered fleet, James reflected on the significance of this moment. The galaxy had just witnessed a fraction of humanity's true military capability, and the message was clear. Earth's children were not to be underestimated. "Begin recovery operations," he commanded, "and maintain the quantum bubble. I want every piece of Drachnid technology documented and analyzed. We may have surpassed them, but there's always something new to learn." The battle, if it could even be called that, had lasted less than 15 minutes. In that time, humanity had demonstrated military superiority, so absolute that it would reshape galactic politics for centuries to come. The age of hiding was over. The era of human ascendancy had begun. A new dawn. 1 year after the Drachnid incident, the Grand Council chamber of the newly formed Galactic Alliance hummed with activity. The massive structure, built in Earth orbit using human quantum engineering, served as a symbol of the new era in interstellar relations. Ambassador Diana Walsh stood at its heart, surrounded by representatives from 1,000 worlds, including former Concordat species who had chosen to align with humanity's vision for the future. High Ambassador Excelfor, now serving as the liaison between former Concordat worlds and Earth, approached the central podium. His crystalline form had adapted to display the colors of both his heritage and his new alliance with humanity. "The integration of human quantum technology has revolutionized our understanding of the universe," he announced to the assembled delegates. "In 1 year, we have achieved more progress than in the previous century of Concordat rule." Diana nodded in acknowledgement. The decision to share certain aspects of human technology had been controversial, but it had proven to be the cornerstone of lasting peace. On display screens throughout the chamber, reports showed the transformation. Worlds once ravaged by resource depletion, now powered by human quantum reactors. Species on the brink of extinction flourishing on planets made habitable by Earth's terraforming technology. Dr. Marcus Rivera, speaking from his new position as head of the Joint Species Scientific Initiative, appeared on the main display. "The collaborative research projects have exceeded all expectations," he reported. The synthesis of human quantum mechanics with Ardanian phase technology has opened possibilities we hadn't even theorized. Behind him, the massive quantum computational array that powered the Alliance's new defense network pulsed with energy. The system, designed to protect all member worlds equally, stood as a testament to humanity's commitment to genuine partnership rather than dominance. Admiral Chen's hologram materialized next to Diana. "The joint fleet exercises are proceeding as planned," she reported. "Former Drachnid warships, now equipped with human quantum drives, are integrating smoothly with Alliance battle groups." She paused, allowing a small smile. Their commanders seemed particularly enthusiastic about the probability shield training. The aftermath of humanity's revelation had reshaped the galaxy in ways few could have predicted. The initial shock and fear had given way to a complex mix of respect, curiosity, and cautious optimism. Earth had emerged not as a conqueror, but as a guardian of a new galactic order. The quantum entanglement network is now operating at full capacity, Maya Wong announced from her position at the Alliance's central communications hub. Real-time communication across all member worlds is stable. The achievement had transformed interstellar commerce and culture overnight, binding the Alliance together in ways the old Concordat could never have managed. Diana stepped forward to address the assembly. "1 year ago, humanity revealed its true nature to the galaxy. We demonstrated power that could have been used for domination." She gestured to the diverse gathering before her. "Instead, we chose a different path. The Alliance isn't built on fear or submission, but on the principle that all species can rise together." The chamber's quantum fields shimmered as representatives from the most distant worlds joined via holographic projection. Among them were species once considered too primitive for Concordat membership, now developing rapidly under Alliance guidance. The old order believed in careful control of technological progress. Diana continued, "We believe in potential. Every member of this alliance has capabilities they haven't yet discovered. Earth didn't rise in secret just to become a new empire. We did it to show that the accepted limitations of the galaxy were nothing but self-imposed barriers." Throughout the solar system, evidence of this new philosophy was clear. The Mars shipyards, once hidden, now bustled with activity as vessels of all species underwent quantum upgrades. The Jupiter research stations hosted scientists from across the Alliance, each contributing their unique perspectives to push the boundaries of possible. Even the remnants of the militant Drachnid faction had found a place in this new order. Their expertise in conventional warfare, combined with human quantum technology, had helped create the Alliance's revolutionary defense doctrine. Many former adversaries now served as instructors in the Joint Fleet Academy. "We face challenges ahead," Diana acknowledged. "There are still those who resist change, who cling to old powers and prejudices. But look around you." The chamber's quantum fields projected an image of the galaxy, showing the growing network of Alliance worlds. "We are stronger together than we ever were apart." As the assembly concluded, Diana received a private message through her neural link. Dr. Rivera's teams had achieved another breakthrough in quantum physics, one that would revolutionize space travel yet again. She smiled, knowing that humanity's greatest achievement wasn't its technological superiority, but its ability to inspire others to exceed their own limitations. The age of secrets was over. The age of shared achievement had begun. As the Earth rotated below the Council chamber, its quantum shields now visible as a shimmering aurora, Diana knew that humanity had fulfilled its true potential, not as conquerors or hidden masters, but as catalysts for a new era of galactic civilization.